Hello and welcome to the show. I am joined as always by Ian and Steve, and we have a special guest today.
What's that?
Mr. Dave Hall of Big E fame on Instagram.
How you doing?
How you all doing?
How you doing?
All good, mate. All good.
Good. Should we start off with the normal vape buffet?
Buffet. Why not?
I like buffet.
And as you are the guest, Mr. Hall, I guess you can start, really.
All right, then. I'm going to tell you what Stubby.
Stubby.
I've got a Stubby and Triple Labs, rhubarb and elderflower cordial I made. I'm also on Cross-3 Nano with some Dr. Vape's Remix Frozen. And I'm also on the XR Max.
Ooh, pretty.
With another one of my creations. That's the Biggie Apricot Clementine Lemonade from Triple Labs. So I'm enjoying a bit of the Triple Labs at the minute.
And who do you want to pass that to?
I'll pass it over to Steve.
Thank you, sir. Steve. Nice and simple. Just got the Centuris tank with the Gen 200 with some of the usual Cyber Rabbit Aradon. And that's it. Nice and simple for me. Ian.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you want to know what? Yeah. So I've got this Target. I have to look. Target 100, Nautilus 3 tank on top with some Zeus juice. Number 2 is 6 milligram, which is like a tobacco-y thing going on. I've got my iTank 2 with the Vapresso Gen 200. I have to keep looking at things, Dave, because I don't know what they are.
You don't remember.
In that, I've got some Naughty But Ice, lemon and lime.
Oh, Naughty But Ice? Is that a new?
It is new. Just
that
come
a
out
new?
like, beginning of the week, I believe. Or end of last week. Can't remember, but yeah. Yeah, that's good. And the other one I want to try is the pink lemonade. They're the two that jump out at me in that range.
Very nice. Very nice.
What else do I have? I have my Cross 3 with some peaked mixed berry ice.
Nice.
In there. Nice. And lastly, I have my Lux XR Max with some fugly but sweet caramel blondie.
Oh,
and that is me.
Good juices there.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Round to you, Kurt.
Mine's not quite as big as you guys. Not on a Cross 3 Mini. With some greedy birthday cake.
Okay.
In that one.
What's that like? Good?
It's all right. It's not bad. I'm not a huge cakey fan, but then I am on the Oxford Slim Pro thing, whatever it is, with some King's Custard Shamrock.
Yum.
And then finishing it off with the Target 80 watt with the Sif. That's it, the Sif. I mind blank then. With the coil by Scott Coyle and some lemon drizzle by Saxon Kings from Old Longboat Eliquid.
Very nice.
You do want to try it. It's a very nice one.
I do.
So we have a little bit of news. Should we do that or should we wait a minute?
Well,
What do you reckon?
should we do the news before we say hello to people, or should we hello to people and then do the news?
Let's say hello to people and then we'll do the news.
Say hello to people first. Right,
we
so
got-
that means I need to run a little thing that always takes me about 7 hours to
Le,
find.
Le Buffer.
I've got it. You're-
Forms today, you're excused, young Ian.
There we go. I found it.
Oh,
So quickly. Every time I hate it. I almost dislike it. It's just catches me out.
It's
all
a
the
quick
time.
buffer.
Right. Stop.
Stop.
In that you scroll it and it just jumps. I say the same every week. Right, I'm going to start where I can. Andy Carruthers, good evening to you. Nice to see
Hello,
you. Bill Richards, good evening, Bill. How are you,
What, Bill?
mate? Mr. Intense, good evening to you. Hope all is well. Craig D, evening, Craig. How are you?
Hey, lad.
Simon, how are you, mate? Face orange, frowning, apparently. Nice to see you, mate. Mr. Craig Campbell, good evening to you, sir. Then we have Metal Vape, good evening to you. Nice to see you. Then we have some lovely sponsors of the show. Broad Blaster, evening to you.
Nice
Use
to see you.
LBVS 15. That will get you 15% off their liquids, should you desire it.
Yeah,
There you
brought to the core. There's one of them there.
Nice.
Then we've got Blazin. Hello, Blazin.
All right, mate.
Keep scrolling down. I have the same names all the time. Keep going. There we go. JVJ, good evening, sir. Nice to see you. Mark H, good evening, Mark. Hope you're well, mate.
Hey, Mark.
Lizzie, Legio X, good evening to you, Lizzie. Hope you're well.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Ben M, good evening, Ben. How are you, mate? Errol.
Errol.
I haven't seen Errol yet. He's definitely getting an Errol. Mark Smith, good evening. Nice to see you. Vapor Bunny, good evening to you as well. Lynn Smith, good evening, Lynn.
Hello.
Hope you're well, mate. Then Craig Campbell, done. Oh, Hanny. Hello, Hanny. How are you? Over on the Facebook.
Top man, Hanny.
Mrs. Blazin. Hello. How are you?
Blazing.
Have I said Craig Campbell yet? Haven't I?
Yes.
Yeah. Craig, hello again, mate. Vaping Snowman, definitely the wrong time of year for you. Definitely the wrong time of
Got
year.
to be melted now by
The
now.
vaping puddle.
Yeah, it's got to be. Got to be.
Unless you're Olaf.
Yeah, that's true. And Craig, have I said hello to Craig Brown? I'll say hello again in case I haven't. Hello, Craig. How are you? And I think I'm checking down here. I haven't seen Errol. There he is. Errol. How are you, Errol? Nice to see you. Really should call him by a proper name, to be fair. And then we've got
You missed that.
Kenny's elbow.
Yeah,
Hello,
there we
Kenny. How are you?
Kenny's elbow.
And that is it. That is it. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're all
Hello.
doing good and not too hot.
So
Yeah, it's been a warm one, hasn't it?
we have got some news. That's partially why Mr. Hall is here.
Yeah. Got a bit of news.
We have got a bit of news. No, it's not often we get news, is it? Really?
We don't really do. We don't really do news much.
No.
There's a little clue. There's a little clue.
Should we just run VT?
VT.
Yeah, that VT thing. Yeah.
Rob BT.
You got it there?
No. Yes, I have now. Here we go.
Cool, that's a bit good, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I made that myself, all of it.
That's
You
a
know
bit
what?
good, that.
Yeah. All of
Now,
it.
now
I don't like to toot my own horn or anything, but it's just...
Now, I've got a question for Ian, actually. So,
Oh, dear.
is it actually Vapresso that are sponsoring us, or is it the UK vape page that is sponsoring us?
That's generally the UK vape page is where Nightbot is spamming links, where everyone has to go over there and join that page because I am on there and it's very good fun. And so are almost everybody on here, I think, pretty much.
We all are. We are indeed. Myself, and Dave. Dave's actually admin, and I am a moderator on the page.
Look, his bitch.
I am his
It's
bitch.
a place to come to feel safe and ask any questions you wish.
There is
The
no
only-
stupid question.
What
The only
about
stupid question is the one that's not asked.
It's
What
only
about-
stupid answers. That's when I'm answering.
I mean, things like, I've got this rash around my balls. What do we do?
Yeah,
about
no,
it?
it's fine.
Can they do all that? Or
It's fine. We've got an agony aunt page, so it's fine.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Jay, deal with that.
Jay sort you out with that one.
love it? Yeah,
So,
no, it's Go on, Kurt. Sorry.
That's all right. So, do
Very
you want to tell us
exciting.
a little bit more about the Vapesso page, Dave? Just for people
can,
that may
so-
not know about it.
The UK fans page was set up by the fans. Okay, originally it was me and Steve Loon.
Lord
By-
Lumington.
Yes, Lord Lunington the first. He was. We was asked by Anna to set it up for the fans, by the fans, so that everyone could come and have a place to ask questions. Basically, it started off very much for Vaporesso, Joe. They're very much like, this is a new product that's coming out. This is what it's doing. But it quickly turned into almost like a. I'd like to say it's quite a community spirited run place. Do you know what I mean? Where we can all ask questions, where we can all feel safe to ask a question. Do you know what I mean? Without being taunted, without being sort of ridiculed or anything like that. And it's just a place where you could come and ask questions about pretty much anything. People that are new to vaping, people that want to come off of disposables and go to vaping. There's a number of people, you being yourself one, Kurt, that have got a lot of years of experience in vaping that can offer help and support and answer questions. So it's a place really that kind of evolved, and it's always evolving. Do you know what I mean? It's where the forefront is, and I'm very, very proud to be part of it. Do you know what I mean? Extremely proud.
It's definitely got that sort of old school community feel before everyone went a little bit snobby towards each other.
Yeah, it's got that. That's the thing. It's no holds barred. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like well, I say no holds barred. Obviously, restrict certain things. Do you know what I mean? But like, it's a place where you can come and you can post a picture and inspire someone else maybe to use a juice or a device. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe get inspired yourself. Come along and see that someone's using, I don't know, a Bondi Blue Cross 3 Nano, and what pods are you using it? A 0.6, a 0.8, a 1.0, a 1.2? What one's the best for me? Do you know what I mean? We can all advise on stuff. And then obviously a lot of people choose juices to go with their devices on there. Obviously it's strictly Vaporesso on there, really. You know, there's no sort of... It is Vaporesso because we're proud to represent Vaporesso. Do you know what I mean? Because pretty much
There's a lot of shop owners as well.
Just do that. Do you know what I mean? And it's bone dry. I'm happy to do that, Joe. There's just shop owners on there. There's website owners that are on there as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's that whole massive community thing. Do you know what I mean? Where you can come. Do you know what I mean? And we have little competitions, and we have little.
They're not exactly little, are they? Anna is so generous. They're not exactly little.
Anna has brought Vaporesso to the UK without a doubt. Do you know what I mean? And we all say that, and she does. She brought it to the UK. Big time, Joe, and super proud, super. What do you call it? Professional. So it's a professional. We all get told what's coming up, so we can pass it on to the people in the group. So we get sort of a little bit, maybe get early access to something that's coming up, so we can tell you what we think of it. And we're all kind of honest. We're a fan at the end of the day. We're not employed by Vaporesso. Do you know what I mean? We're all a fan. So we do leave out honest opinions. And a lot of people leave reviews on there, and people leave issues maybe. And sometimes it could be an issue that can be resolved without even having to go as far as to say, asking anyone else, we can get it dealt with. So
there is a lot more going on within the next month or so as well, isn't there? There's a lot more little projects by the actual admin team. There's different things going on.
As the page has got bigger and the more and more people have joined, we're having to kind of structure a little bit more. So we've got more admins and mods now, so that it's people have got their own specific, I'm not going to say niches, if you like, but people have got
areas of expertise.
That's the one. Areas of expertise. You know what I mean? Some people excel in some things. We've all got that general knowledge of everything, but it's nice to give everyone a chance. You know what I mean? There's no point in being a moderator or an admin on a group and you're just not seen or heard. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're all fans, just the same as the people that are posting on there. And without the people that post on there every day, it wouldn't be the group it is. So it's the fans that make it. So yeah, it's very proud, very, very proud.
Yeah, I know we're all buzzing about it. To be fair, we were having a conversation about it the other week when we like found out it was a thing, and it's just like it's great, it's brilliant because we all love Vapepresso devices. It's pretty much what we vape on most of the time when we're like doing the show or out and about or whatever. So it's just it's a great privilege and well chuffed.
It's a big up. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of things like when I went. I think I spoke about this before, but when I went to the World Vape Show, I always walked past them and kind of overlooked Vapepresso. But things have changed massively. Do you know what I mean? And they're continually changing, and they're changing quite quickly as well. And you take the Lux XR Max. I mean, what a beast from something that's 80 watts. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a game changer. It's certainly made me sub-aim a lot more. And I think it's something to be proud of, and it is the way it's going, and then, like I say, there's some people get new mods and stuff. We can show you how they work and run it all through on the actual lives on a Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Every Thursday.
Trying to get people to join just to try and grow the group a bit. So there's a place up in the featured where you can go and you can knock on there and add some people to the group and get your chance to win something that's on. Actually, the first draw goes on this Thursday, and I've also got some other competitions on there as well. So there's always something going on. Do you know what I mean? There's from people from saying their good mornings and people saying their good afternoons and good evenings and whatever they're doing. Do you know, every time someone posts something, it can be an inspiring thing for other people. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, the community spirit. And it's exciting. It is, and it's nice to actually come on and start sort of supporting shows. And I mean, Vapepresso is such a supportive manufacturer anyway. Do you know what I mean? Well, Anna, as such, support everything. Do you know what I mean? Pretty much wherever she can, she's there. So
yeah, she is. She's brilliant. Even before I started, even in my early days of working for Dispergo, I remember. I can't remember what it was now. I had a problem with something and I messaged her and she's amazing. She's always got the answer. She'll always help you where she can. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
That's the idea. That's pretty much the idea of the group as well. So if you've got a problem or an issue, you can put something on there and people can come on and advise you what it might be a user error. Do you know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, if I've only ever had 2 cross pods leak, but I'm not saying it doesn't happen. They produce millions and millions every day. Do you know what I mean? And there's sort of the amount I've used, I think I've had 2 that go wrong, but there's always someone there to offer advice or help, or if there's a problem with something, it's not going unheard of. Do you know what I mean? And they take that page as well. There's a guy called Josh who's on there who I got to meet. He was very much, he's the guy that actually developed the nano, like the looks of the nano and stuff like that, and the way it comes about, and it's really interesting. Do you know what I mean? To see that sort of thing. So
yeah, no, it's really good.
They take it all in and they listen. Do you know what I mean? When the original nano came out, the pod was half sunk, so you couldn't see exactly what was in there. People wanted to see more of the juice so that they knew what was full up, and they done it. So they're listening. It's a manufacturer that listens. So it's awesome. I enjoy it. To the fact of I'm actually quite passionate about it. I don't know if you've guessed, but
I wouldn't have guessed at all, mate.
No, I wasn't at all. I wasn't convinced.
even running my stubby on a GTX coil. So you know what I mean? There's no point in mucking about for me when you've got a decent GTX coil that gives great flavour. TMD Borough, Kirk's got one there.
And the GTX coil is brilliant, though. So.
Very nice too. And the fact that we can bring, the plan is going to be is at the end of each month we're going to do a Vapresso giveaway. I have the stuff here. I had a big box delivered to work that I was very excited to receive.
He's only used it all once.
Yeah,
so
only once. There's merch in there as well, so that will be included in the packages that go out, and it will probably run along the Dispergo liquids at the end of each month. So it'll be hopefully.
There's no better way to showcase a liquid than in a Vapresso device. that iTank.
Well, you look at the amount of companies and brands that were using Vapresso devices to showcase their juices at the expo. It's just
so many.
Nearly every single one you went to was a Vapresso device for like juice companies anyway.
And that's been like that for the last few expos. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of exciting.
At least the last four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just think
Vapresso did us a massive favour. Gave us, when I say us, I mean Dispergo did us a massive favour at Expo. I can't remember when was it. May
last year.
22. Yeah, they did us a massive favour there. So they're just brilliant.
When Kurt met Ian,
I am a bit of a Vapresso fan though. I never used to be really. But
it kind of grabs you, Ian, doesn't it? It kind of grabs you. It kind of.
It
do you
does.
know what? I think the point of Vapresso is it's not the. We've got the page, obviously, and we do what we do on the page. But you've also got the products. They're shining. Do you know what I mean? They're shining through. The products are shining through. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Do you know what I mean? How many people stop trying to, like, they want to make their change from smoking to vaping and give up because of pod leaks or because it's not doing what they want it to do. Do you know what I mean?
The lady herself has just joined the chat.
Hello, Anna.
I cannot see, but Anna, hello.
How the devil are you?
Hi, Anna.
Just been talking about you. Your ears must have been burning.
Yeah. On fire. But this is what I mean. Like, so it's a support, it's a support that Anna brings to the UK. With obviously you've got the reps that go out to the. I'm not going to call them reps. They're guys that go out to the ground team that go out to the shops and sort of educate. And that's not using that as a dumber word, as an educate. I mean, as in, this is a new product, this is what it does. Do you know what I mean? To vape shop owners, so they can understand exactly the full aspect of what a product does. And then also for that point, they've got somewhere to tell the customer. At the end of the day, the end user is the most important person there is. Do you know what I mean? And again, with the fans page, they're fans of the people that buy the product, so why not have a place to come and show what you've just bought off and enjoy the pictures and games and bits and pieces and laugh and stuff that we do on there. So it's a whole collective. Do you know what I mean? It's a whole thing. Hello,
Kieran.
How are you, Kieran?
So very proud.
Yeah, indeed. We're very excited about it.
It does come across really well, and Anna's always been really, really good to me. Even though I walked up to her and said, "Do you know who I am?" at the expo.
Do you know who I am?
Something along those lines. I don't remember it. She keeps reminding me of it.
He blanked her, point blank, blanked her.
Do you know who I am?
Exactly.
It wasn't. I think when you meet Anna and you get to speak to Anna, you understand like kind of what she's about. She's very. How can we say? She's to the point. She's professional and she loves what she does. Do you know what I mean? And I think that shines through the whole of the page, through the whole of what's come to the UK, from the ground team all the way through. Yes, I know you are, Mr. Looney. So it's what it's about, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's for me, getting that community spirit back is massive. Do you know what I mean? It's a massive thing. At the end of the day, we're all people that are there for one reason. Do you know what I mean? So get inspired and be inspired and inspire others. As my thing says there, the greatness is within you. You just got to put it out.
Easy,
Tiger. But, yes, I'm very proud. But it's nice to see that that some lucky people will be grabbing some bits from the Laid Back Vape Show too.
Yeah, no, it's really great. It's really good news. We're well chuffed. So yeah, that'll be happening at the end of each month. And a massive thank you to Anna and Vaperesso for that. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, the Anna.
But she is labelled the Anna.
The Anna. Michael said something in chat about he had an idea for Vaperesso. Anna's in chat, Michael. I don't know if there's a way you can. Best way of probably getting hold of her would be Instagram. Am I right, or Facebook?
Facebook or Instagram.
Vaperesso single 21700 ohm reader with
Axon chip. Test fire
read 120.
There's
The
lots
thing
of
is, they
things
don't really do much in the rebuildable side, do they? Really, it's not really there.
So Vaperesso decided way back that they released the 4s and they released the RBA for the GTX coil and stuff like that. But they decided way back that there's a lot of people out there, specialist building companies, so like your Hell Vapes and people like that have got the knowledge, and that's what they do, and that's what Vaperesso stick to the things that they do. So they make good stock coils, they make good stock coil tanks, they make superb devices. You know what I mean? And so they're kind of stacked to that. You know what I mean? In the UK, pretty much we become. This is going to sound really bad. We become a bit of a lazy nation where building and stuff like that become. I think it's like a lot of things in the vape world. It spins round, so everyone got quiet in building, and everyone was just picking up the stock coil. I mean, look at that. I've got a stubby there with a GTX coil in there, so it's kind of the way we're going at the minute, and I don't see the point in trying to build a tiny little RBA when I've got a perfect 0.3 GTX coil that can just slide straight in there, and I've not got to worry about it. Do you know what I mean? But then I'm not saying that I wouldn't use a mech because it hits completely differently. So it's horses for courses, and it's all for what you want, isn't it? I mean, it's all different types of vaping, but Vaperesso on our group is pretty much stock coils and the like, but awesome devices to run your RDAs and your RTAs on as well if you wish. Just like young Steve's got up the top there. He's using a Gen 200.
Yeah.
And Loki, with the SIF on top. Do you know what I mean? So I tell you what does look good on top of the Gen 200 is the Hell Vape Max 28mm or the Nightmare 28mm. Looks
I
good.
I believe Kieran, who I do obviously the other show with, I'm pretty sure on his Target 200 he uses like an L Beast or something on his, and it's very good. And that takes I think that takes GTX coil as well. GTI coil is one of those.
Safe Faxi.
So it is like all good, and there's loads more to come from Vaperesso. Loads, like you wouldn't believe how much more. So it's always good. GTX coils are always good for.
Sorry, there you go.
GTX coils are always good for a lot of different ohms range too. They are. Do you know what?
Yeah, they are good, Kieran.
The GTX coils, like how many? I think it's 11 products, 12 products they service. So you've got all the way from 0.15 all the way up to 1.2. So, and everything in between pretty much. And for a vendor, you've only got to keep a limited amount of coils. It's not a specific coil for a specific tank that goes in a specific device. Do you know what I mean? And what's the point in changing something if it works? They're superb. And now they're coming over so they've done the triple silicone, and they'll be slowly turning into the Core X. Do you know what I mean? With the Core X design in, and you've got obviously the GTI coils, which are predominantly they are only just for the iTank at the minute, and the iTank 2. And so the GTI coils, I've not had an issue with them at all. They're absolutely superb. GTX coils for me, I don't see for flavour and longevity. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting really good days out of one juice. I tend to stick to one juice in one coil. I'm not one of these that are floater 3 or 4 different types of juices in a pod or a coil. I don't. What do you sell them for? And the cross pods at Dispergo. I mean, they 12, 15 quid for a pack of 4, something like that.
£11 for a pack of 4.
So £11 for a pack of 4. So it's £2.75 £2.75 each.
Mm-hmm.
You get 3 weeks out of one of them sometimes. I mean, the only time with the 0.6, I find that it doesn't actually burn out. It just becomes a bit clogged when it's full up.
Yeah, I've not. I don't often get a burnt hit. I get about 3 weeks out of mine, and I stick to similar flavors.
Yep.
In one pod, like yourself. If I want a different flavor, I'd just grab a different pod and start using a different pod.
So wishing you the amazing time back to work for me. Much love to you all, and stay safe in this overwhelming heat. And
thank you, Andy. Take care.
Thank you, Anna.
Thanks again.
So the Gen 80S is a superb piece of. It's so light. I need to use mine a bit more. To be fair, I personally prefer the Target 100 only because it takes a single 18 650 or a single 21 700, and it feels a bit more for me. Being a big lad, feels like I've got a bit more in my hand. But if you're looking for something light, the Gen 80 is actually superb. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
We all have a bit more in our hand as well, don't we?
I didn't really get on with the Gen range personally, but that, again, it's just personal preference. Yeah. Same as you. It just felt a little bit light.
I love this one. I do love it.
Is that the 100 you've got?
Target 100, yeah.
I like the 80.
Honestly, if you stick a mouth to lung tank on this, you just battery life for days. It's brilliant.
Like rocking horse TVs, though.
Are they?
They are. The Target 80 Tank Edition, which looks like very much like the Target 100, it's got the internal battery in it. And I was putting the Target 80 adapter with the X tank on top of it and using a 0.8 in that and using that as a mouth to lung. I was getting 4 days out of that. Same as the Swag PX80. That's a pucker little mouth to lung if you want to put the X tank on the top of that. And it matches really well as well. You've got the side-by-side sort of little square. The screen comes through the front, and that is awesome. For again, 18650. I think I was getting 2-3 days on a 0.8 out of that. So,
yeah.
Again, it's horses for courses on what you do. I need to get back into some of them things. The trouble is I've got like one device that I take with me everywhere. There you go.
There you go. There it is.
And you got the original tank on top of that one, but if you,
I haven't got a hold of the X tank yet, so that's why.
So the X tank just fits straight into the top of that. Do you know what I mean? And so you've got top fill, top airflow. I'm after a new pod mod, Lizzie. If you're looking for a pod mod,
yeah, they are.
Still could get one of them at some point.
This is the I've got the restricted the RDL pod in that with a 0.4 coil. The cloud you get out of it and the flavour is incredible. And again, it runs on the GTX coils on the bottom. So literally, you just pull it out, stick a new one in when you're ready, and away you go.
And as with most of Vapresso devices, they come in some amazing colours. I've got this one out of the box yet properly. You've got the red, you've got the white, you've got the sage, which is Ian's using. Black. The blue's really good as well, isn't it? Blue's a really nice colour.
Blue's the next on my list. That's an electric blue. That's that's really nice to take pictures of. The red's good as well to take pictures of. Really good.
I've got one of the 2 that I'm after so far. I just need to get the sage. I've got the white. I was after that. It's just the sage now. But I know a couple of places that stock them, so it won't be long.
That one up there, the XR Max or the Cross 3, they're completely different. So one is more. If you look at the where's the Cross 3?
Got mine there.
Cross 3 there. And that's your XR Max. It's completely different in size. I'd say this is more for your
This is maps along.
and your salts. Although the 0.6 is like the magical pod where you can put your 70-30 in as well.
If you so wish.
If you so wish. I've actually just had some 50-50 juice ready to go. It's just steeping on the side there. Just put my nick shots in today, so that'll be ready tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got my 50-50 in my basket. I need to go and finish that order off when I get when I finish the live.
You can you can get the 0.8 pods.
It's a restricted direct lung. It's not a true MTL.
Yeah, it's not proper tight.
You get 2 pods come with it. So you get a DTL. On the side it will say DTL or RD. I don't know if you can see that.
Just about.
DTL and RDL.
Yeah.
So that one will fit your 0.8 in. So you can put your salts in it. It comes with a 0.4 pre-installed, but obviously I wouldn't vape salts at 0.4 at 30 watts.
No.
Unless you're on hardcore.
What it does is the device itself, when you put the pod in, if you've got it on smart mode, it automatically tells you straight away 30 watts, smart mode. So it's going to choose the right wattage. There's nothing stopping you pressing a button 1, 2, 3, and then it allows you to turn the wattage up and down by the touchscreen on the front, which I'm not going to say is I won't call it a touchscreen as such. It's more touch reactive. It's not a screen.
It's only really 2 buttons in it.
Yeah, but incredible device.
And then you got the Lux X and XR pods all. The built-in ones.
Yeah, they all cross.
They all work well, don't they?
Yeah. So the original one was the Lux X. That came with that was the first closed pod system, sub-ohm closed pod system. So it comes with the pre-install, you can't change the pods. It's a bit like the cross pods. Once you're done, you throw the whole thing away. But then again, Vaporisso listened, and a lot of people wanted to change the coil and keep the pod. So they made the XR Max they released with some new colours, but then they created that you could put the GTX coil in the bottom, and they've then carried that on with the XR Max. So as soon as your coil runs out, a pack of 5 coils is probably the same sort of price at their 11, 12 quid maybe, I don't know. So again, you've got the same sort of cost for vaping. I've actually still got the same pod that I put in at Expo, and I've had 110 mils of Unreal berries, rhubarb, and raspberry through that, and it's still in my bag now. I've only because I've changed flavors.
Yeah,
but superb. I love it. There you go.
So there's your original Lux X with the closed pod system.
That's it. Yeah.
And then you've got the updated was the XR with your removable coil. Obviously, you can see it's not been used, but the removable coil in that one. And then, as Dave said, onto the Max.
I think that's a significant weight change, but then you've got a massive battery size jump. So the XR Max has got a 2800, hasn't it? Where
yeah.
But I also like the fact that the metal runs around. I didn't really like the feel of these, just purely because I thought if I drop that, it's probably toughened, but you get that it's gonna break.
Yeah.
That feeling. That's what I had from it anyway. I was just a bit like, it's a bit plasticky for me.
I've dropped mine a few times.
I'm not saying it would break because, like I said, it's probably toughened, but
I've dropped my Bondi Nano actually skidded across the car park the other day, which I was mightily upset for. But
I did that with the navy blue one the other day, coming out of a well-known sandwich shop, and
you just need to live your lanyard life. That's what I do. I just walk around with a lanyard and my Cross 3 Nano hanging around my neck all day.
Well, I got this belly that it bounces off of.
I've done that, but I kept finding out, kept getting it stuck on the high vis at work. It gets stuck on the zip on the high vis, so it ended up just coming off, and I was like, I'm not putting it back on because I nearly lost it for that said reason. So it's caught itself on the zip of the IVs, and then as I bent over, it kind of snagged on it and pulled the chain, and I was like,
And it does sit. It does sit, like you said, Kurt. It does sit on me. It sits directly on top of my belly, and I'm like, I don't really need to draw any more attention to that belly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I know. Dave, do you watch the show very often?
I'm not if you can help it.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it as and when I can, young man. Of course, I don't see you're pretty.
So, I'm just wondering whether you've we have this little thing that we do every week. I think we should just give Dave a taste, don't you?
Oh no!
Maybe just a little taster. If Ian can find it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I was just trying to pick which one. Are we going for the short version or the quick one?
We'll go for a short version and see what the comments say.
Sorry about this, Dave. I don't know if you experienced it before. That's the short version.
That's the short
Obviously,
version.
there's a better version.
I don't even know where the hell do you even find that kind of thing.
Steve,
That was Steve.
Yeah. The old tiki-toki.
Tiki-toki.
Well, you know, Steve, you spend too much time, mate. When I see things like that on the internet, I go, well, that's my internet done for the day. I'm going to bed.
We only really put it on because I know my wife, who's
Mrs. Blazing, loves it.
She loves it.
Oh, really,
almost as much as she loves.
Yeah,
Bogan and Scott.
Yeah.
Almost as much. Almost. It's very close second.
Look, Bunny loves it. She's on it, but she loves it. She always loves it. Actually, what's the time? I feel. I don't know if to do it now or not. Should we do it now?
It grew on me as the weeks went on. To start with,
it
like, what the hell is that?
Okay, I can't resist. I can't resist. Sorry. 54 seconds.
Waar is mijn tosti-apparaat? Waar is mijn tosti-apparaat? Waar is mijn tosti-apparaat? Waar is mijn tosti-apparaat? Ik kan hem niet vinden in de keuken, kan hem niet vinden op het toilet, kan hem niet vinden in de kamer, had ik maar beter op hem gelet. Hij staat ook niet in de bijkeuken en ook niet in de schuur. Ik zag hem net nog liggen in de la 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 la
Craig Brown loves it. I can tell by his comment.
And that's how we're all going dressed at the next expo.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm going to say this, right? You know where he's looking through all the cupboards and drawers like that? That's pretty much when people lose their vapes. That's the insanity of, like, it's like, where have I put it? It's got to be there somewhere. That's what that reminded me of. Not of someone looking for a toaster.
The amount of times I have lost a vape and I then had to go and buy one because I couldn't find it, and then I get home and I find it.
That's
time well wasted. Yes, mate. Indeed. Fill in time, mate. Fill in time. No, it's great. I love it. It's one of those I wasn't sure about in the beginning, but now I just love it.
He loves it.
It's kind of great. It's one of them things that you go to bed and be going like, no.
Michael O probably quite likes it as well, I'm guessing. By that, I think so. Don't know.
We've actually followed him on the gram, all of us, and we did. We give him a little push, but we were hoping he'd come on the show, but
he's even holding the logo for us.
Yeah.
Just
come on, people. We're only on 16 thumbs up. If you don't want to hear that song again, then hit that thumb
get
up.
liking.
If you can get that up to 26, I definitely won't play it. If it doesn't hit 26, I'm going to play it. I think.
Again, the full version, not
not a clip, but the full thing.
Full 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And 72 seconds. You got to get some thumbs up, Cole. Let's get some love hearts up. Let's do it.
Yeah, you can do that on your phone on YouTube. Actually, there's a funky new thing they do.
I did notice that. So I had to get a YouTube channel the other day to watch. Well, not a channel, but an account, so that I could watch some of you guys doing what you do. Just because I wanted to see it from a different format, and it's completely different as well. It is completely different on YouTube, so it's I don't know how to do a broadcast on YouTube, but I should imagine I've got a few videos I could post on YouTube. To be fair,
You use StreamYard though, don't you?
I do, yeah.
You can just do it. It's the same as you would do broadcast it to Facebook. You just link it to your YouTube.
Oh, well.
It's exactly the same, yeah.
To be fair, if I was going to post it, I wouldn't really want people. The videos I've got are quite funny, but I don't really want them associated with me.
Get Ian to upload them.
Okay, we're up to 24 at the moment.
24. Oh, please don't get to 28. Right? You want to play it?
There's got to be 6 more. Come on, there's got to be 6 more thumbs up. You can do it.
Well, we did it the other week. Get to 30 and we'd play it again. We got to 30 likes and then we played it and then someone...
Yeah, but it was 30, 29, 30, 29, 28, 30. It's like bastards.
But yeah, Vaprisso, I'm so glad that it's going to get some people some interesting things to go with them, some Dispergo liquids at the end of every month. Do you know what I mean? That's an achievement.
Good.
So well done. I want to say well done to you guys because I enjoy the show. I enjoy watching it. You know what I mean? It's nice to see.
We enjoy doing it as well. It's
fun. It's fun.
We have fun every week, and it's nice
to get guests on and see what's going on in the world and see who's doing what and have a little gander and a chat.
Yeah, we've been really lucky. We've had some really good guests on here. You obviously yourself included. We've been really lucky. Really lucky. We're getting some people on.
There's loads of people out there. That's,
and then some not so good guests that then turn into hosts.
Yeah, we had this bloke called Vape
Loki.
Asylum Vape. Asylum Vape. Something like that.
Loki Vape asylum on it.
Something like that.
I unliked it. Play it, Ian. That's what thanks for saying. Don't worry, you're safe. You're safe at the minute. I'm not going to big it up too much because we're only anyway. I'm not going to say too much. We'll just if that number stays where it is, then that's good.
Let's keep going.
You are a top fair presenter, Mick. You are. Mick comes and joins us fairly regularly.
Hopefully your device reaches you soon, Mick, because a couple of them that I've sent out have arrived to people. So,
hello, Doug. How are you?
Fresh.
Deeply at Expo. How are you?
Fresh.
Hello.
Dougie Fresh. I had a chat with Dougie Fresh earlier. He quickly put a hat on. His hair was a mess. I don't ever get that problem.
Well, I'm slowly not getting that problem. Look at that. I've got a hairline, obviously.
Yeah, there is hair under there. There it is.
Yes, somewhere.
Yeah.
That's an Ant and Deck one, isn't
it? Yeah.
I washed and go. Mine washed and went when I was about 21.
I just got a problem with that creeping grey hair now.
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah. I see a picture of my come up with one of my memories the other day when I had a nice brown beard, all brown it was, and now it's just.
Oh, this one's tri-coloured. I've got grey, I've got brown, I've got a bit of ginger going on. I have to decide what colour it's going to be. Yeah.
It's the same as
multi-racial beard.
I've got the badger look going on the side of my head. It's quite good.
You not thought about growing a beard, Ian?
I did it. I did Movember last year.
Had a moustache.
I looked a right penis. Looked a right penis.
But moustaches are not really the thing, are they? It's a full beard. Embrace the man. Yeah.
There's only one decent moustache, and that's the handlebars.
Moustache.
I'll go all around.
Yeah. I'm not feeling
He's not impressed. You can tell he's not impressed with that one. Yeah, the mouthful of cider washes away the bad taste in his mouth.
The thing going on. No, honestly, I didn't realize how bad I looked until I looked at pictures after, and then I realized I looked at right going.
The only trouble is with a beard in is sometimes you can be eating something or drinking something, you don't realize it's in your beard down there. Like me and Helen were at McDonald's ages ago, when she's like, "It's like what? Not I am a burger, and I've got a big bit less just sticking up in the beard."
Love it. Noodles are the worst. They get stuck in there.
I thought you was going to say you and Mrs. Blazing went for a McDonald's ages ago, and you only just found a gherkin in there today.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say gherkin as well. To be honest,
yes, that's where that gherkin went.
Yeah,
it's got birds. I mean, you and Kurt's got kind of like what I'd call a substantial beard, where you could have birds growing in it at some point. Do you know what I mean?
It's that Dumbledore just before he went grey.
So I get to the point of it looking messy, and I'm like, I need to trim it up. I can't be having it.
I mean, I want to grow mine longer, but it just seems to get to about here, and then it's just gone.
That's what mine's done. Mine's sort of growing just outwards at the minute. Like
I do need to put some products in it. That probably help it. Like.
Yeah. So if there's any beard oil manufacturers out there watching,
yeah,
we're three gentlemen here.
We are all up for that.
They're all available and willing.
I used to use a company. I used to use a company called Beard Spunk, and they made really, really good beard oil.
Great
it's absolutely really good stuff, but just a weird choice on words. But yeah, it was awesome stuff.
I mean, there's a good one called Beard Struggle. It's got lots of Viking stuff, but it's just quite expensive though.
That is the one I use. To be fair, it is expensive.
Do you know the best thing in the world to use? Go to a Poundland or something and get some argan oil. It's exactly the same. You buy a pan bottle, or you buy shampoo. You buy the cheapest shampoo out there. It's Pan 10.
Pan 10.
Yeah, it's a Pan 10.
Is it Pan 10 or a Pand 10?
Pan 10.
It's the cheapest shampoo out there. It's a Pan 10.
Furious Beards. That's our new boy band name.
Yeah, I am feeling really inadequate, to be honest, sat here with you guys. I've only just thought about it since we started talking about beards, but
it's more like the laid-back beard show right now.
yeah. And the laid-back bum fluff show that I've got going on here.
I don't know. You look like you've got that dark shadow where, you could go to bed clean shaven and wake up with sort of pretty much what I've got.
No. I just go for I get the beard trimmer out and keep it, spit it on the lowest, and then I don't actually clean shave anymore. Can't be bothered with it.
I'm clean. Last time I had a clean shave was the morning I got married. So that's been 7 years ago. Last time I had a clean shave.
I don't know if my wife's watching tonight. She occasionally watches, but I'm not allowed to shave my beard off by any.
Beard Brothers e-liquid. There you
go. Which is not allowed because she said I look like a 10-year-old, so she would not go out with my beard off. So.
Mine just hides all the double chins. That's why I've got this.
Dave's Instagram's also been spammed in the chat. So if anyone's not following Dave, please do so. He's a lovely chap and does some cracking shots, so it's definitely worth following.
I've got some things in the pipeline for my Insta at some point, and that'll go up. Just try and get a few more followers and that out there. I try to be as genuine as I can. Try to put some nice-ish pictures up there that people will hopefully stop and look at. Do you know what I mean? And entice people into picking something up, maybe. Do you know what I mean? I think with Vaporisso, a lot of people get a lot of it's full of Vaporisso. Do you know what I mean? Vaporisso and juice, but that's pretty much what I am. I do have an occasional Mac and an occasional stubby or something different, but very much it's Vaporisso because that's what I like. So it's kind of I've always been one of them people. If you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, it's your problem. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of it's a bit hard done by and a bit hard way to look at things, but I'm not a people pleaser. I just do as I please, really. But it's kind of in my nature to really want to help people get on the right track, and that is actually one of the things that spurs me on. Do you know what I mean? Is people making that choice to quit them stinkies. Thank you very much.
There you go. Links in the chat, everybody. Feel free to click on it and go and give him a follow. I know he'd appreciate it.
Do indeed give him a follow.
Yes.
We've all got
go on, Dave. Sorry, mate. Carry on.
We've all got, on Instagram, we've all got different styles and different ways of posting things, and I love that. I love that you can see different people's takes on pictures and what they do and different places they take them and stuff like that. So you get inspired by some of the things, and it helps you sometimes make a choice. If you know someone quite well and you think, oh, they're really liking that juice, then it sometimes inspires you to think, right, I'm going to go and buy that because they've posted that 3 or 4 times this week. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of it's a little tool, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of
case in point.
Yeah, so good.
Black Bess, yeah, it's gorgeous stuff. That is
really good.
But I'd seen Black Bess about, but because Kurt was vaping Black Bess, I asked him about it, and Kurt was kind enough to send me Some what was it? Black Bess and Camilla, I think you sent me.
I think it was I think it was the original 3, which is Black Bess, Faust, and Camilla.
So Faust is the one I need to find because it's in my bag somewhere. So I've not
Faust
tried
is
that
really nice as well. It's got a bit more of a mentally kick to it, but it's a really nice, especially this weather. It's a really nice one to vape.
Well, I think we all crave them. I'm going to have a rummage through Steve's beard in October.
See if I can find any lettuce.
Yeah, if you get hungry, it's just.
It's about your height, Dino, as well.
Yeah, I'll have to try and put some like 10ml bottles in there or something. So.
Yeah,
I think at one point we all had some Dino stickers on our backs at some point. At
Honestly, every time I walked past him, he was putting a focus. He was putting a sticker on me.
I remember that. Frozen Raspberry Raptor is actually an awesome thing. To be fair, I really like that salt. It's a nice, fresh, good raspberry. Do you know what I mean? It's a. My trouble with them is it's because it's in 10ml. Damn you, TPD! It's not enough. So a 10ml bottle. I think I've got 20 bottles at Expo. Dino brought up to me, and they're all gone. Do you know what I mean? Because literally, once I get the taste of it, I bang away at it, and then before I know it, I'm 3 bottles deep, and I don't even know where they went. Do you know what I mean? So
that's where I think these long fills are coming into their own.
Right. So you see the long fills.
This is just a 30ml one, but that's like 9 mg Nick salts. So it's like it's a bigger bottle. That's what I like. I'm used to big bottles. It was only ever big bottles when I first started vaping, really.
It was, but do you not feel wrong now when you pick a big bottle up and use it and know it's got more salt in than it should? You don't.
No,
I'll pick up a big bottle now and I think, doing a bit naughty here. Someone the police are going to come and nick me or something.
No, I really don't care. The way I look at it is it's a bit better for the environment. There's not all those little 10ml bottles being chucked out every
that's one of my biggest points, exactly, to be fair. I don't even know why I just don't know getting on the TPD, but I don't even know why we've got that in this country. If people are going to buy it, they'll buy it. Do you know what I mean? If anything, it'll make a bottle of salt a slightly bit more, it'll make it more expensive, which means it's slightly more out of reach for a child to buy. Do you know what I mean? Which makes things better in my eyes because I very much hate this underage vaping thing. And I don't also think that it should be only authorised vape retailers that sell vape products, and someone there should be held accountable for Challenge 25, and that way it will stop.
We have touched on this a few times on different shows.
Yeah, for sure.
You've got great shops out there that sell great product. My problem is you've got, I shouldn't really say this, but with disposables, you don't know what's inside of them. Do you know what I mean? But you've got so many great UK manufacturers out there that make such great liquid that you can put into a Cross 3, be it a Cross 3 Nano or a Cross 3 Mini or a Cross 3 on its own. Do you know what I mean? Look at me with all the pinks out today. But you've got 3 devices there. You can choose your English or your British manufacturer of juice to put in that, and then you know what you've made that choice to vape that product and vape that thing rather than vape something that you don't know nothing about, and it's way more better for the environment. So if the 10ml bottles did go, that's superb because then you've got 1 bottle rather than 6.
True.
Exactly. And don't forget, guys, to definitely go over and take a look at the Vapresso group, and also join them on a Thursday night at 8 o'clock. There's always live. Last week it was Dougie Fresh and the wonderful Lucy with Dripper Labs, and that was very informative.
And this week's live, we're going to be talking about
nothing.
Battery safety, and we're going to talk also about the heat, and how it affects vaping and vapes.
Your batteries and your juices and whatnot.
A bit of safety. The summer's coming now. We've had some hot days. You know what I mean? It's just some people out there don't know what happens when it gets warm. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a bit of advice of what's going on and a chit chat. And we've also got our draw going on tomorrow night for the first of invite a friend or invite friends to the page. You know what I mean? And we've got a draw for that. There's 2 draws going to be going on, but one's this week, and then we've got some other bits and pieces. So
have people still got time to enter that one?
If they really want, they've still got time to enter it. So if they get over,
it's a very good one. Invite a friend that wants to either get off the disposables or stop smoking altogether. And they can win. What can they win, Dave?
They can win 5 Elux salts, a pack of pods, and a cross-free mini. And they can also, on the other one, for inviting the friends to the group as well, on the original post, so there's 2 going tomorrow. So they've got that one, and we've also got the one where you invite 5 friends.
Sorry, JVJ was on about my t-shirt, so we've all got to do a bit of t-shirt. I'm pulling it out so you don't see my moves. Sorry to stop the flow of chat.
So yeah, it's well worth coming over tomorrow night. Sorry, not tomorrow night. Thursday night, 8 o'clock, and show your face and get over there before then. Get into the group and then start inviting some people. And you never know, you could be in a chance to grab yourself something nice.
Yep. And obviously, beginning of the month we have a Born Blaster giveaway on this show, and the end of the month we have the Vapresso Dispergo giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all very much. Born Blaster, caused by Scott. Caused by Scott as well. Obviously, coils are often offered to people on this show by caused by Scott. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We need to work out that actually, because you got Tutor Company, and then you got coils. Who'd have thought we'd have so many sponsors we have to actually sit there and think about when they're going to be offered to people? Yes. I never would have thought that.
Maybe the coils with the Born Blaster.
Yeah, maybe.
And you got 2 on each.
Yeah. Could be the way to go, to be fair. Could be the way to go. Good fun. Oh my God, we're late. My God, we're late.
We're late. We better go.
I hate to say this, right? I'm going to chuck it out there now, but I said 28 and we're on 25. If you don't,
would have been more love arts on that.
If you don't want the show to end with our mate and a toaster, I would definitely do something about it. Definitely.
Like really quick,
which will please me.
We are over already.
I know.
Come on, 3 people. Tick,
26. 27.
Oh, I need to go over. I need to get on Facebook and like it myself. That'll be the 28th. Come on.
Still 27. Right, we're over, so I'm going to have to do it. Because it's not there. Oh, my God. It just got there.
It just
got there. 29, in fact. We've gone over, so I can't now. I can't.
That's Mrs. Blazing going.
She actually loads of different accounts.
Yeah, she's got a laptop out, a phone, a tablet. She's rang her dad and fucking.
Quick, everyone help me.
Anyway, I just want to say a huge thank you to Dave for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Dave.
Guys, I want to say thank you to you guys as well. Right, you bring the show every time you come on, then it's a good show. So thank you to you guys, and thanks for having me on.
Not a problem.
Not at all. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Thank you ever so much.
On that
thank
note,
you all in chat as well. You've all been
goodbye
amazing.
from me.
Goodbye from him.
And
goodbye
from me. I was trying to press buttons at the same time. Thanks, chat. Thanks to all you guys, and we'll see you all next week. Thank you very much to Vapresso, caused by Scott, Dispergo, and Born Blaster. We appreciate all of you, and we'll see you again soon. Cheerio. Oh, I can't find it. There it is.